Okay, title your notes. Here's first vocabulary word for variable terms. Okay, I don't necessarily, I'm thrilled with this definition, but this is what they came up with. It says variable terms are terms of expression that contain a variable, okay? So variable is just your letters, it's your unknown, it's representing something. For example, 2x is a variable expression, negative 3x squared, 5xy, those are all variable expressions and variable terms. Okay. Steps to solving equations. This is kind of what I did yesterday, but if you want to adjust your notes at all, we have distribute to remove parentheses, combine like terms, get all variable terms on one side of the equal sign, keep undoing until you have a single variable on one side of the equal sign. So, let me show you an example. Now, I'm not having you do one this difficult today, all right, but this is eventually where we're going, and this is why I would like you to show your steps. Okay, because eventually we're going to have parentheses, okay, which we've already seen, but we're also going to have the variable on both sides. We're going to have multiple combining like terms. So this isn't anything that you can necessarily quickly do in your head, okay? So I'd like to show you the steps on this one. All right, so if I go back here, it says distribute to remove parentheses. Okay, so over here, I'm going to go this times this and this times this. So 5x minus 5. And then I'm just going to bring down everything else. Okay? Step 2, combine like terms. All right, well I have x and 2x on the same side. Okay, but now I have x's on this side and x's on this side. We need to get all the x's on the same side. There are 4 places to approach this problem, and they're all fine. It just depends what you see. You'll get the same answer, you'll get the correct answer. I like to keep my x positive. You don't have to. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 3x. But I could have also subtracted 1. I could have subtracted 5x, or I could have added 5. Okay, so if I subtract 3x from this side, I have to subtract 3x from that side. Well, I'm not going to subtract it from this, because that's not like terms, right? I've got to subtract it from my 5x. Okay, 3x minus 3x is nothing. Nothing plus 1 is 1. So I'm left with just 1 on this side. 5x minus 3x is 2x. And then I'm just going to bring down my minus 5. All right, so I now have all my x's on this side, so I need to get all my numbers on this side. So to get rid of a minus 5, I'm going to add 5. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. 2x minus 5 plus 5 is going to be just 2x. Okay, and then 1 plus 5 is 6. Last step, all right, so that was all my combining like terms. Get all variable terms on one side, we did that. Keep undoing until you have a single variable on one side of the equal sign. Undoing, what I mean by that is like, if it's positive 3x, you minus 3x. If it's minus 5, you add 5. So we're undoing the problem to figure out what x is. So we keep going until we have a positive singular variable equal to a number. Well, here I have 2x. I want it down to 1x. So if I take 2 divided by 2, that'll get me 1x. If I divide this side by 2, I have to divide this side by 2. So my final answer would be x equals 3. Okay? So what that means is 3 plus 2 times 3 plus 1 would be the same thing as 5 times 3 minus 1. So what we can do is we can check our answer to make sure it's right. All right, so you substitute what you believe the answer to be back into the original equation. Then we're going to solve it. If you get a true statement, then your answer is correct. So we thought the answer was x equals 3, right? So we want to know, is that true? So wherever there's an x, I'm going to replace it with 3. Okay, now I'm just doing the order of operations. So here I have adding, multiplying, and adding. So I have to multiply first. Now these are all adding, so I can go ahead and add them all together. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is all that adds up to. Okay, on this side, order of operations says we do parentheses first. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. So because we got a true statement, we know that x equals 3 is the solution. If you get like 5 equals 7, if you get something false, that means that your answer is not correct and you need to go back to your problem and figure out where your mistake was. Okay? All right, so here's one. There's no parentheses, so we don't have to do anything there, but we do need to get all the x's on one side and all the numbers on the other. Okay, let's start this one in a different place just to show you still get the same answer. Let's say you decided you wanted to minus the 3 first. Fine. Then if I'm to minus 3 from this side, I don't subtract it from here, I subtract it from here. Okay, because those are like terms. Plus 3 minus 3, that gets me 0. 4x plus 0 is just 4x. I didn't do anything with the 2x yet, so just bring it down. And 5 minus 3 is 2. All right, so now we have x's on both sides. Since our numbers are here, let's put our x's over here. If it's positive 2x, you minus 2x. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So 4x minus 2x is 2x equals 2. And my last step, I'll get you in a little bit, John. Come back. Okay, divide by 2, so x would equal 1. All right, on this one we have a 5 and a minus 2x and a 3x. Why don't you go ahead and pause it and try it, all right? Then come back, and then we'll solve it together. Okay, so now that you're back, let's see. We want 5 minus 2x plus 3x. So let's get the x's on that side. So if it's a minus 2x, let's add 2x. That makes that 0. If I add 2x to this side, I add 2x to this side. 5 equals 3x plus 2x is 5x. Okay, so we need to get rid of this 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. That just is x then. If I divide this side by 5, I have to divide this side by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. So in this case, x equals 1. And again, we can check ourselves. 5 minus 2 times 1, does it equal 3 times 5? I mean 1, sorry. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2, 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 times 1 is 3, so yep, we know our answer is correct. All right, again, pause it, okay, give it a try, then come back to me. All right, let's start with it on this side just for fun. We haven't done that yet, all right? So let's say you want to move this 1 over to this side. So I'd have 4 minus 1 is 3 left. This is now gone, so I just have a 2x left. Okay. Let's see, the 3 is here, so let's move the x's over there. So I'll subtract x because it was a positive x. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. 2x minus x is just x, and we're done. Did you get it right? All right, throwing some decimals at you. All right, so let's do the steps. First thing is to distribute. So 3 times 6 is 18, okay? 3 times 3.2, okay, you can use your calculator, you can just multiply in your head, or use the side of your paper, whatever works. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9, so 9.6. M plus 4 equals 60.4. All right, number, M, number, number. Okay, so let's keep the N's here. Let's get the numbers over there, and I can do that 2 ways. I could subtract 4 from 60.4 and then subtract 18 from 60.4, or I could combine the 18 and the 4 together first. Okay, and then subtract your 22. It's the same answer. Okay, all right, so 60.4 minus your 22. Okay, 6, 5, 10, 8, 38.4. All right, and then your last step is to divide by 9.6. So M equals, let's see if we got some room here. 38.4 divided by 9.6. 9 times 3 would be 27. 4, let's try 4. Looks pretty close. 4 times 6 is 24. 9 times 4 is 36, 37, 38. Okay, so M equals 4. Okay, and you can use a calculator on that if you'd like to. Okay, all right, so type this in. I would like you to go to this website and watch this video. This guy, I hope you'll like it. His name is Sal Khan, and he's got tons of videos about math. Okay, so I'd like you to watch that video, and then come back. Okay, now I'd like you to go and watch this one.